Hey guys, oh sorry, I had an interruption here.
Sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back. Gonna start this Ford GT40 Mark II. This is the kit that I just got from my friend George Oppenheim. He sent me, and I want to start it, and I want to try and build it for the Le Mans. I know. I was supposed to be building the Triumph. It's there. It's over there, and but I wanted something that would be a little bit more of a quick build, and this is it's more of a curbside kit, if you want to call it that. It has the appearance of an engine from the bottom side, but no engine. So my goal is with this kit is to try to do it exactly like I'm a kind of a what you think, Jason? Do I like to build like box art type? I like to build it like the box is, yeah. And that's weird. It's kind of corny, and it's kind of like there's no originality in it at all. But I don't even know what color this is, and maybe you guys could help me in the comments, like what color is that Ford GT color, because it's got those orange decals. I don't want it to look right, but if you'll notice, it's got a lot of that, like where the water and the road grime. I'm going to try to simulate that and to not really weather it, but you know, because this car would have looked pristine 22.5 hours before this picture. So it's not that I want to weather it. I want to make it look like it's been out in the rain and all that stuff for quite a while. So anyway, that's my goal. I've already got the parts out of the box and off of the trees, and I'm trying to now start some. And if you'll notice, this is not very many parts. So the parts count's low, but what a nice model kit. It's a Fujimi kit, so it's a very nice model kit. But I've got the parts off the tree. Some of them I do leave on the tree are the ones that have specific left and right, so I'll leave them on there until it's time to glue them in place. But anyway, I'm going to start to clean up these parts, get some glued together, and the body on this thing is really nice. One thing that I did notice, and I asked Jason about it the other night, because Jason's been here a few days now. We went to JaxCon today. Is the gurney bubble or the gurney hump or something?
Gurney bump.
The Dan gurney bump that would have been in these cars. It would have been over his head right there. You can see the outline, but there's no bump. And I looked through the parts, and there's no like glue-on bump or anything. So I'm kind of confused as why they even put the outline of it. I'll probably sand that. Well, I don't know if I will. It probably won't. But anyway, maybe you guys could tell me, why is that still there even though the bump is not? It is totally flat. I ain't got a clue. But anyway, I'm gonna get some parts glued together, and we shall see where this goes and how quickly it goes. Stand by. Alright, so progress. Very simple kit, not a lot to it. My goal, this is my goal, is to just get this body primed and painted, because it's got a few decals, and if the decals mess up on me, I've been watching some videos on doing decals, but like these front ones are very specific to, you know, they curve around the edge. And I was actually watching a guy, when I said specific, I meant to say I watched a video that was specifically this car, and he was doing the decal. So I'm going to give it a shot, but I got to custom make some paint. I don't have this blue color. I don't even know what blue color they let's see, it probably has it on there some. Well, if you could read Japanese, probably has it. But anyway, I've got to get something mixed up that's somewhere close to that, and see if I can do some decals. I'd hate to just say, oh shoot, I messed up the decals and putting it all back in the box, and I probably wouldn't at all. But you know, that's my goal, is to get this thing to where I can go ahead and get the decals. The rest of the kit, pretty simple, straightforward. There's not a lot of detail to it because there's no engine or anything like that. So it's mainly just your body. But I wanted to try to do that weathering to it, not weather, literal weathering. Like if it were in a 24-hour race, you know, it has been in the weather and it's dirty, so that's not like rusted out or anything. So that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna get the body cleaned up a little bit more and get some primer on it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I have the body is now in prime. I've done a sanding on it with my 2500 grit Infinity padded sander, and it's looking nice. It's ready for some paint. The chassis and all that stuff is ready for a coat of black, so I've got as much stuff on there as I can, so I'll paint that black. As far as the paint goes, this, whatever color, again, I haven't researched, I haven't looked, I don't have the color, so I don't even have to look to see what the color's called. Anyway, that color I have at least attempted to make with Tamiya white. It's actually flat white because I'm on a clear over the decal, so this is flat white. And I dropped some blue, a couple drops of blue, and some gray. Let me see if I can open this one-handed. Oh man, that's tight. That ain't working. I'm trying to swap hands with the camera. Okay. I ain't getting it open, but anyway, it's there we go. That's at least what the glass shows. So I'm gonna spray it over this gray, and we'll see what it looks like. I ain't got a clue if it's gonna look right or not, but I want to get paint on it so I can get to try to work those decals. That's a real concern of mine, is the decals, and not that I didn't already mention that, but so I'm going to spray this thing, come back with a coat of paint. It's going to be flat because it's flat white that I was using, so that's no problem. It doesn't matter if it's flat white or not, because again, I'm going to clear this. But anyway, all right, be right back. Let me get some paint on this thing. Alright, so the body turned out nice. It really did. I don't know if it's the right shade of blue or not, because by looking at this, but it is a picture. I would say, I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. It is what it is. It's a custom mix paint, and I think it looks pretty darn close to what the way it's supposed to be. And then with you get those orange decals on it and the stripes and everything else, I think it'll look good. But, and then the chassis, I painted the interior and all, which has no detail painting done, obviously. It's just the base. I still have to do the bottom, which I was holding it, so you can tell the front was flat black and the rear was flat black, but the center is not painted yet. But anyway, so I'll get that painted. And this thing is going to turn out really cool, I believe. If I can figure out how to get those orange decals, how to contour on the body. So what my goal is now, I think what I'm going to do, because this is a flat paint, I think I'm going to put a light coat of clear. Then I'm going to try to work my decals in. I might do some detailed painting before I do a light coat of clear, but I'll do a light coat of clear, try to work my decals in, get them on, and then clear over the decals. But you know, it's going to be it's a work in progress. Not 100% sure how it's going to end up being. It may end up being a total disaster. That might be what it ends up being. But anyway, all right, well, I guess I'll end this video here. Don't want it to run long. Also got my little scoops. I didn't think to mention those little scoops. What little scoops, Matthew? It's so darn blurry I can't see anything. These little scoops go right here, so they're body color. But anyway, they'll go on and be cleared all together. So I guess I'll end this video here. Short video, but hey guys, it's a cool kit. Thank you to my friend George for sending it to me. 1966 Le Mans GT40 Mark II. So hopefully it end up looking something like that. But I want to try and simulate the rainy weather type of road grime that would be on it. But anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Hobby Nut Models, check out the Spring Store, the Facebook group, and the Patreon group, where George that sent me these is a faithful member to the Patreon group, and I appreciate him so much, as well as everyone else that participates in the Patreon group. We have awesome private live streams that you don't get here on YouTube. $5 a month, you get to go take part in that. So I encourage you, if you want to take part in those live streams, go check out the Patreon group. Link in the description below. Let me know if you've built this Fujimi kit before in the past. If you have, is it a great kit? Seems like, to me, as so far, it's really nice, and it's a very simplistic kit. So, kind of a slump buster. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on part 2. I got to get some clear on this thing, and we will start decals on part 2 of the video. All right, guys, take care. See you later.